Boy, brain waves. Oh, I got a good one today. Not to say that my other ones aren't good, but I got a good one today. We are here to talk about what you see in the title, and what you see is what you get around here. No clickbait. We are here to talk about Miss Allison Holker, late wife of Stephen Twitch boss. Her last updates, her last information to the public is that she's focusing on her kids' mental health. But I like to raise a question. And again, I told you this is a good one. This is a big one. Was she focusing on Stephen Twitch boss's mental health? And did he even have mental health issues? Oh yeah, I told you this is a big one. For those of you that are here, I kindly ask, if you aren't already subscribed, to please do so. Also, please hit the notification bell. If you are subscribed to me already and for some reason you do not receive notifications when I go live, then I kindly ask that you unsubscribe, immediately resubscribe, and then hit the notification bell and make sure all is checked. That way, you know when I release new videos, new content. I'm going to give you all a second to come in because I know you see the title. You're seeing what's going on. This is a big one. And there's some things I want to point out. And there's a lot of questions that I want to raise. And there's a reason why I have titled this particular show the way that I did. And there are some reasons, again, why I'm questioning what's going on here. Y'all know what I do. You know I look at what's being presented and I break it down like a pound and I see through all the mess. I don't get all caught up in emotions and distractions and smoke and mirrors. Yes, I see all of that, but I don't get lost by that. I go straight to the chase and focus on what's going on. And that's what we're going to get into. So I'm going to give you all just a few minutes to come in. All right. Hey, what's up, Malone Davis? It's good to see you. For anyone here, feel free to say hello in the live chat. I know this is somewhat of a controversial show, a subject, but you know, everything I do is controversial. So, you know, what's new? That's why you all are here, right? Y'all want the tea? Y'all want your coffee first thing in the morning, whatever you drink, tea, coffee, water, I don't care what it is. Smoothie, whatever, shake. You want your beverage this morning. I'm here to serve it up. All right. Hey, what's up, Renee Johnson? For anyone here, if you would like to come on camera and or us hear your voice and be a co-host on this show, by all means, let me know here in the live chat. This is something I extend to all of my audience, something that you won't find with most other content creators in this space. I know there are content creators that do allow people to come on, but to co-host, you know, that's a whole nother thing. Now, all you got to do is come in here and share your input. You don't have any hard work to do. I do all the heavy lifting, just so y'all know. But if you want to come on camera, if you want your voice heard, if there's something you would like to say and share, you don't have to just type it in the chat if you're able to. Now, I know people at work, people at school, people doing all types of things right now. You know, they're unable to. But if you want to, that offer is there for you. Giving some people a few minutes to come in. I'm letting you all see the title. Okay, y'all can see what's going on in the background. There's a lot I'm going to get into. I'm going to get into it in just a second. We're going to get into this thing here. We're going to get into it. I know some of y'all be wondering, what does he have to say this time? I mean, I don't know. I can't see any problem. What does he have to say? What is he going to bring up? Oh, don't worry. You're going to find out in just a second. And there's some things I also want to show you all about Twitch. I've showed you before. I've talked about this before. I've talked about this also with a lot of people in the industry. I just have to reinforce this every single time because I have a lot of skeptics that I know comment or they watch and they're like, yeah, right, I don't believe it. And I have to remind people that if you're in the industry, you are sworn to secrecy. You have taken an oath Your life depends on it. Your livelihood depends on it. If you speak on this, if you reveal anything, you might get deleted. Your livelihood might get deleted. For those of you that are new and are just now joining me here in the live chat, we're going to use the word deleted, off, past, no longer with us, etc., instead of saying the D word that rhymes with breath. Instead of saying the S word that sounds like sewer, ride. Y'all see what I'm saying? We're going to use code words to not freak out the YouTube algorithms. They already get freaked out enough by my subject matter. So let me go ahead and say a few quick hellos. Again, one last reminder, if anyone is here and you want to come on camera and or we hear your voice as a guest, as a co-host on this show, by all means, let me know. Please keep in mind, no trolling. All right, no disrespect. If you come on the show doing that, if you come into the live chat doing that, you're going to get timed out, blocked, banned, kicked, and I just may make an example of you. And you don't want me to make an example of you. Let me check the live chat and then we'll get started. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, Ayana Scott? Got my good Ayana Scott in the building. What's up? Oh, yeah. Malone Davis says, she said, I'm ready for the good content. You already know. Yes, yes, yes. I seem to forget this one, y'all. Can y'all just please smash, click, tap, whatever it is that you do, whatever device you're on, that like button. Please get the likes up. I need the likes up. I need the likes up. I need the likes up. It truly helps other people see this video, this show, this content. You know, I talk about things from a controversial perspective, so it helps this to stay on the platform. You know what I'm saying? It just works out for all of us, and it helps me out as well. Just smash that like button. It's free, won't cost you nothing, but just a few seconds and just a smidget of your energy. And I really do appreciate it so much. As a matter of fact, I want to check the likes. I see how many people are here, and I want to make sure that the likes are matching the amount of people here. So when I see that that's the case, then I will go ahead and roll into this content. Yeah, y'all definitely get the likes up. I see how many people are watching. Now, I mean, if you're driving, I get it. Don't do it now. Do it when you are not driving, when it's safe. You know what I mean? If you're operating machinery, you just can't understand. But if you're able to, please hit that like button. I'm going to give y'all another minute or two to do so, and then I'll get into the content. Oh, this is about to be a doozy. Yes, I used the word doozy. Oh, it's about to be a doozy this morning. I'm about to explain some things and break some things down. Y'all just rock with that music. Y'all hear that music? We about to get into it. All right, couple more likes, y'all. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. While I'm waiting for the likes to get up, I'm gonna go through the chat. Hey, what's up, C Fitz? I'm a little confused what you said, C Fitz. You said, and I mentioned in someone else's LA. I'm not completely sure what you said or what you're trying to say, C Fitz. I don't know if you can elaborate on what you're trying to say. I'm not completely sure. Oh, wow. What's up, Tammy? Well, I hope that you feel better. Y'all send Tammy some prayers, some healing prayers, energy, all that good stuff. Yeah, she's in the hospital right now with acid reflux. So I appreciate you, Tammy. Hope you get well, all that good stuff. I mean, I know it's not like super duper serious, but it's enough to put you where you are. So, you know, we do want to mention that. Hey, what's up, Wood Pigeon 777? Hey, Judy Reed. Oh, okay. That's what you said, C Fitz. I got you. Okay. It could be something to that. It could be something to that. Again, last call. If anyone wants to come on the show, you can. You can come on here. We can see you. We can hear from you. You can be a co-host. You don't have to do any work. Just talk to us when you feel like it. That's all you have to do. Again, no disrespect, no trolling, all of that. You're going to get timed out, blocked, kicked, banned, and I might make an example of you. Just a reminder. Just a reminder. Okay, let me check one more time. I'm about to get into this content. I know some people aren't able to do so I understand, but definitely get the likes up. I'm gonna do y'all like the late Kevin Samuels. That's how Kevin Samuels would do, right? He wouldn't even start the content. He wouldn't even go live until like the likes would match the amount of people viewing. You know what I'm saying? So I see how many people watching, and the likes are looking better. They going up, but y'all just keep them going up. Keep them going up. I'm about to get into this content though. All right, because we crossed that 1111 spiritual number. So let me get to one or two comments here in the live chat, and we're gonna rock and roll. Hey, Lisa. Lisa says, "Hi, I miss Twitch. God bless his soul. Let him rest in peace." And I guess I don't trust Allison or whatever. Hey, Nancy Knack. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get into cloning with this particular subject matter. If I don't, I will get into it at another time. I might just have to do some live streams where I'm just breaking down some of the spiritual stuff that these evil folks do. All right. So if I have time, I'll get to it. If not, I'll have to get to it in another video or live stream. Let's see. Any last? All right. So it looks like we're good to go. So first, as y'all know, no clickbait here. Let me just put this article on the screen. All right. Let's make it bigger so y'all can see. Okay, so I like to show you. Now, this was back on January the 4th. I deliberately waited because I wanted to see what Miss Allison was going to do or not do. I wanted to see if she was going to say something or not say something. After all, when someone is grieving, you have to allow them time. So I wanted to allow time before I did another update to take a look here. Okay, it's been some time now. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and go through the article and then I'll get into it. So, Stephen Twitch's boss's wife, Allison Holker, she said she's prioritizing her kids' mental well-being amid his deletion. Once again, we got sources. I always like to know, who are these sources? Like, how come they don't elaborate and say, so-and-so says, this article said, it's just sources. That's no rumors. That's like, the little birdie in the street, you know what I'm saying? The little Twitter bird. Y'all know how it sounds. Y'all know how the Twitter sound come through. Yeah, the little tweet came through and said, nonetheless, y'all, nonetheless. It says that Allison Holker had a great support system following the deletion of her husband, Stephen Twitch Boss, last month. Okay, that was back in December. We in January. A source, again, who's the source? But nonetheless, a source tells ET, Entertainment Tonight, y'all, that the professional dancer has been surrounded by family and close friends in the weeks since his deletion. Allison has been receiving so much support and outpouring of love since Twitch's passing. Her family, his family, and her Dancing with the Stars family have been there for her in any way they can be, the source says. I still want to know who the source is, but nonetheless, everyone has really come together to congregate around her and her kids, especially during the holiday season. Okay, so we understood that, all right? So we know about when Stephen Twitch Boss got deleted. We understand his age. We've been through that. I've got other videos up for that. Okay. So obviously together, Holker, 34, and Boss shared 3 children. Wesley, who's 14, Maddox, who's 6, and Zaya, who's 3. Although it's been a tough time, the So You Think You Can Dance alum has been keeping it together for their children. Okay. Obviously, you see the beautiful kids. The children are innocent here. Okay. These kids got nothing to do with this. They're innocent. You know, I've mentioned this before. Beautiful children, beautiful children, beautiful children. Kids are innocent for the most part. We can get into another conversation, but in this whole scenario, I just want to make this clear. For anybody coming here, I'm not attacking the kids. I'm not saying anything disrespectful about the kids. These children are beautiful. They are absolutely innocent. And we want the best for them. Because they're the real victims in this whole situation. And I've been over this. They're the real ones that are losing out. Okay? But I just want to state this. Much love, much support, all the prayers, whatever good stuff towards these children. I'm not talking about them. I only brought them up because Miss Allison Holker said that they are the subject of her focus. Okay? But we're going to get into it. So it says it has been a very difficult time, but Allison has always been a strong person. Remember now, I want y'all to listen to this. She is a strong person, okay? And I have to specify strong. Anytime someone is known as labeled as a strong person, they're able to continue to move in spite of, despite of. They're not one to just break down and be incapacitated. Okay, when you apply the word strong person, especially when you are attaching it to a deletion, that's someone that's known to just hold it together, to keep going, to not be impacted, at least in order, or impacted to an extent to where they cannot continue the operations of their life, of their household. Obviously, changes, adjustments, etc., but they're not completely incapacitated. I have to specify this because I'm going to bring up some things in a minute. Okay? And they said it, whoever this source is. I didn't say it. This source says it. I'm just reporting the news. Okay? So I want y'all to know Miss Allison Holker here is always, or has always been, a strong person. Okay? I'm going to continue. I focused on it for a reason. She is trying to keep her composure and not break down in front of her kids throughout this process for their sake. Okay. I kind of already, y'all, I hate to say this, but I just got to call it what it is. I already see some hypocritical stuff just in that statement alone. Like, you say she's always been a strong person, but then you say she's trying not to keep her composure and just break down. Now, let me explain something. A strong person can break down, quote unquote, show emotions in front of anyone, and then continue to keep the ship going, continue to keep moving. You know, that is a sign of strength. A true sign of strength is when you can release emotions, when you actually can go there and then pick yourself right back up, especially when you have all the support, and keep it moving. That's a sign of strength. Not when you just bottle it in and you fake and you hide it. A lot of weak people bottle things in. I would have to explain this in another conversation. It takes real strength to express, real strength to speak up, real strength to show. For instance, it's taking real inner strength on my part to come out and talk about this when I could face backlash and persecution and getting blocked by YouTube algorithms and no telling what type of derogatory eyesights, I'll just put it like that. I'm not going to say evil eye, but eyesights that I could be catching from Miss Allison Holker and crew just for me talking about this. Let alone anyone else in the comment section, anyone else want to come through and try to troll me. Do you know how much strength it takes for me to come out and talk about this at this particular time and in this particular perspective? Okay, I'm establishing something here for a reason. I want you all to understand, since we're going to talk about mental health, you all need to understand what strength really means and what strength looks like. Okay, I'm going to keep going. The source, whoever the source is, says she is prioritizing their mental well-being. Again, I'm reporting this. I'm not saying this. I'm just reporting what the source is saying. about Miss Allison. So she's prioritizing their mental well-being, especially her eldest daughter, obviously because she probably understands what happened the most. But again, since she has an idea what's going on and the younger children don't fully understand. I just said that. The source continues, Allison is making sure that all the kids know how much their daddy loves them, that he is still with them, and his spirit is still flourishing, that this has nothing to do with them, and that they can do things to help keep his spirit alive. Okay, I think that's beautiful. I think that's absolutely beautiful because that's what we're supposed to do. All right, especially when it comes to children. It says Holker returned to social media. We kind of noticed a week after her husband's deletion to pen a sweet dedication. That was the tribute. We talked about that. I just kind of want to, it's kind of just recapping the tribute here. Again, she says, Holker. Now, I talked about strength for a reason because I really need you all to understand and not get caught up in emotions. I really need y'all to understand what a strong person looks like. You know, we say things all the time, but I really need y'all to understand something and the attributes of a strong individual and what a strong individual does do and does not do. I kind of elaborated that earlier with Miss Allison Holker. She's supposed to be a strong individual. Okay. This is what we're going off of. Yet I already heard some contradictory information. I covered that just a second ago in that statement from this source, whoever this source is. I don't know who this source is, so I mean, I can only just go off of what we're given. Allison Holker here confirmed Twitch's deletion with a statement to ET where she remembered her husband as the backbone of our family. Again, if you're the backbone of someone's family, you're that strength. You know there's nothing, you cannot go anywhere, you can't do anything. Again, if he was truly the backbone, he wouldn't have deleted himself. See, this is why I started debunking things just even from these statements, let alone the information. If you are the backbone, okay, people know you're the backbone. You know that you're the backbone of the family. The last thing you're going to do is delete yourself. Because you know if you delete yourself, you can cause the whole family to fall apart. Okay? That's the last thing you're thinking in your mind. Well, let me delete myself because I can't. Because you're going to be thinking, I have children, not a child. I have children. I have a wife or I have a husband or whatever and kids. I can't. I got family, people. Like, I can't just delete myself. That's not even in my vocabulary. That's not an option. A single person, total different conversation, perhaps. If you're known as the backbone and family, you don't do that. Now, I'm specifying all this strength and backbone stuff for a reason. Now I'm about to get into some things, okay? Let's just make sure that's the end of this article, and I'm about to bring some things up. Oh, okay, and it's just talking about Ellen. And then Ellen still said, you know, about the dance, and we know about that, but you ain't heard nothing from Ellen since. Okay? Mind you, we have heard nothing from Ellen DeGeneres since. What's the last thing we heard from Ellen DeGeneres? Nothing. Nothing else about Twitch. You know, this is why I want you people to not get caught up in the emotions. See, they'll do a little quick little thing to make y'all think they're so, you know, oh, I'm so in love, I'm so in support, this is my friend, this is my person, this is my BFF, etc., etc. And they just do that temporarily to pacify the public because they know the public has a short-term memory and they're going to forget. Give it a week, give it a month, heck, stretch it out to a year even, and people will forget. And they can go on about their life and act like that person didn't even exist. And then if they try to say something, well, I did this, I did a tribute, I said that. No, when someone, okay, if you've lost someone, that person's always with you. You're going to always, at any opportunity that's politically correct at least, you're going to try to honor their name. You're going to talk about them. You're going to rally for their cause. You're going to do something for so-and-so. This is for you. This is for this person. Okay, I just kind of want to break these things down. You're not going to be like, okay, this person's gone, I'm not going to talk about it, especially after you pass the initial stages of grief. Okay, there are stages of grief. There are like 6, possibly 7 stages of grief. So after you pass that, you're not just like, oh, I'm not going to talk about the person I hear anymore. You're going to continue to talk about this person if you truly love them, if you truly care, if they truly meant something to you, etc., etc. So what I want y'all to see is we're going to now go to Miss Allison Holker's Instagram page. All right. So let's take a look. This is her official Instagram page. You see her name, you see the check. All right. As I mentioned, y'all, this was the tribute. Okay. If you look at what I'm circling here, this black and white. Y'all know they like to do stuff in black and white. Now, y'all thinking they doing it in black and white for another reason, but they doing it in black and white because that's a ritual. Just like I showed you that this black and white is a ritual. Look at what I'm circling. Rituals. Now, what you are seeing in the background on my screen is this particular video right here. Okay? This is what I want y'all to see. Y'all are seeing this video. Okay? This is what she just put out basically a week ago. I told you I deliberately waited because that Entertainment Tonight statement from the source came out on the 4th of January. And then this was 1 week ago. Here we are today, the 25th of January. Again, I deliberately waited to give her time because she's strong to see what she's going to say and do before I go here. All right, so here we go. So you see this is the same thing in the background. Now, I need to point out a couple of things. I'm showing you all this just in case some people say, well, where are you getting this information from? Where you showing? This is why I always show sources. I always show receipts. So there's something else that I want you all to take a look at on the screen from this particular dance. Okay? I'm just gonna wait a second. I'm gonna wait a second, and I want to see if any of you will catch what I am talking about or about to talk about. Okay? Can any of y'all see what I have on the screen? Does anyone see what I have on the screen? I'll give you a hint. I'm going to start circling. Okay, the exact same dance that you see going on in the background, this is it here. Can y'all see what I'm circling? Okay, I'm going to let it ride for a second. I need to let this sink in because I think people seem to forget. Now, I told y'all about people in the industry. Y'all don't be seeing this. I got a lot of doubters. They be like, oh, maybe it was just this. No, it ain't no maybe it was nothing. You do not throw up these hand signs unless you pledge allegiance to the devil. And when you pledge allegiance to Satan, you have to be out here in this industry. I showed y'all the Maya clip. Do I need to go back and start playing the Maya clip and playing all this other stuff? I have it up here. YouTube Shorts. I have a Maya video. She tells you what's going on. I had, I'm going to put Lil Mo up there. I guess I'll just start throwing everything. I need to put Yee up there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to put these clips up here to let y'all know from industry people. So, Twitch was in the industry. Now, I've said this a million times. I'm going to say it again. Regardless whether a person's in the industry, they still don't deserve to get deleted the way they be getting deleted. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's still not right. 2 wrongs don't make a right. And this is why we're here. Now, most of y'all would never catch these symbols if it wasn't for someone like me pointing this out. Because, after all, he's dancing and you're not going to see it. I try to tell you this. Every single time these people come on camera, they're doing certain types of hugs, certain types of handshakes, certain types of embraces, certain types of gestures. They're using language. They're throwing up all types of stuff to let y'all know, I pledge allegiance to the devil of the United Devil of the Devils and to the Republic Devils for which it stands, one nation, under Satan. Okay, do y'all get it? Do y'all get it? All right? I'm trying to point this out. See, a lot of people don't want to talk about this spiritual aspect. I see this stuff in my face all the time. They hide it in plain sight. And this is why so many people miss it. This is why so many people doubt it, because they do it right in front of you. And you'd be like, they can't be doing that in front of you. Think about how much stuff in this day and this age, in this book of Revelation, in these last days, that people do right in our face. in these last days. Think about all the stuff that people do. They be bold. They do stuff in broad daylight. Y'all seen the news. You understand what's going on in this world. They do it right in front of you. That's the best place to hide it, right in front of your eyes. Okay? Now I'm going to play the video. Mind you, I've got the video slowed. Okay? I've got it slowed to half the speed. Okay? And I want y'all to watch this. I'm going to run it back. Okay, see, y'all don't be paying attention to this. I just want y'all to see, literally got the video slowed. All right, so let's look. Let's see. I'll see if I can make it a little bit bigger. I don't think it matters on here. It don't really make it bigger. Nonetheless, let's just watch it. Y'all, well, it made it a little bit bigger. Hold on. I think it made it a little bit bigger on the screen. All right, so let's just take a look at it, all right? I want y'all to pay very close attention to Twitch's hands. Okay? Just watch. Actually, let me make sure it's muted. Okay. I want y'all to pay attention now. Watch Twitch's hands. Y'all might even see Miss Allison if y'all... I saw her throw it up just a second ago. They quick, y'all. They dancing. Y'all ain't gonna see. You're gonna be distracted by their moves. Oh, did you see it? Oh, there it is again. He's holding it. Oh, he threw it up again. Y'all be missing it, man. Y'all miss it. It's so quick. It's so fast. There it is again. He threw it up a bunch of times. Okay. Let me show y'all something else real quick, just in case. Y'all remember his last dance? Do y'all remember Twitch's last dance with Miss Allison? Do you see what I got paused on the screen? Okay. This is in the midst while they be dancing. Y'all, like most folks, y'all be asleep. Y'all eyes do not be open. Y'all be distracted by the theatrics. And that's exactly what they do. Y'all be distracted by the charm, by the spell work, by the camera effects, by the sound, by the music, by the video content, by how good somebody look. And y'all miss all of this stuff. Now I'm bringing all this up for a reason. Okay, I know y'all see it. I have this on pause. Once again, got the video half the time. Let's go run it back. This is the OG video. Okay, watch. I mean, you gotta watch them both. Okay, for some reason the video is like, okay, what's up with the video? Shouldn't be loading. Y'all see what's going on? Okay, see, they tripping now. Now all of a sudden I can't play the video, huh? Oh, there it is. There it is. Did y'all see it? There it is again. Did y'all see it? There it is again. Twice. Did y'all see it? Of course, black and white is ritualistic as well. And also the dance moves that they're doing, the dance moves in themselves is a ritual. All right, I will have to just break that down in another time. I just want to point out some things because I don't think people be realizing from a spiritual perspective how blatantly obvious this stuff be. It literally be right in our faces. And this is done on like almost every single video and every single appearance that people make and stuff. So I just kind of wanted y'all to see that one slow mode. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Miss Allison Holker's page. Oh, and just in case I forgot, I forgot because I have some people that, you know, they might not have actually really, caught it. You see what I'm saying? You might not have actually caught it. You might have missed the video and you're like, I just didn't see it, brainwaves. I didn't see it. I tried to look. I don't know. I just didn't see it, brainwaves. So what I'm going to do very quickly, just in case, because you didn't see it after all. So I'm going to help you all see it real quick. All right. Notice his hands. Look up here. I tried to pause it. Devil horns, devil horns, devil horns. And some of you might say, well, I didn't see Miss Allison Holker throw up the devil horns. The fact that she's partaking in this dance is her allegiance. Okay, not everyone in a picture together, a video together, a scene together, etc., will throw it up. You'll usually have one person throw it up and then the other people still going along right with it, which makes you an accomplice, what makes you guilty by association. Just trying to break this down. Okay, I just need to establish some things. So with this being said, we know Twitch was involved, unfortunately, in a lot of shady stuff. A lot of satanic stuff, okay? I just got to break it down. A lot of satanic stuff. I've been showing y'all the symbolism and y'all see the connections. So I'm not just making this stuff. What do you mean Twitch was, didn't he? What do you mean he was sold his soul to the devil? I've never saw Twitch do anything. I've only saw him put out positivity in this. And mind you, this Christmas video, y'all know with this dance, the picture that I have here, y'all know that was his last dance before he got deleted. So all the way, he's pledging allegiance to the devil all the way up to the last moment. Okay, I just have to explain this. All the way. Hey, what's up, Breezy Babes? What's up? You said you are about tired of this. What are we supposed to do? What we're supposed to do, sweetie, is we stay prayed up together. We educate people. We share this information. We share this videos. We wake people up. The Bible, okay, if you are a believer of Jesus Christ, if you are a follower of Most High, the Most High, right? The Holy Trinity, Yah, Elohim, Yahshua, any way you want to slice it, right? Then the Bible says we are the light of the world. We are in the last days, but we are the light of the world. So if this convicts you at all, sweetie, Miss Breezy, if you feel if you feel bad about this in any type of way, like, man, it sucks, man, I hate this. I see you say you're about tired of this. Then what you can do, boo thing, is your friends, your family, people you know, in any opportunities convenient, like if you watching something, you see something, you say, hey, did you see that? You could point stuff out, or you could just slide them to my videos. Let me be the bad guy. Let me take all the criticism, because that's what I do. And you just point them in the direction and let their eyes be open so that they can understand. The more people see and the more people understand, the less that this stuff is able to take place. It's going to take place. Evil people going to do what they're going to do. The devil's going to do what they're going to do. This stuff is going to go down. However, we can preserve more souls. We can preserve more people. We can get people from getting caught up thinking that they're going into an innocent direction, but they're walking into the devil's den. So that's all we can do, sweetie. I really hope that helps. And our energy collectively does a lot. When two or more are gathered, that's what the Bible says. And just you and I, Breezy. If you and I are feeling the same way about all of this, and just you and I pray. We don't even have to be knowing that we praying. It's just the fact that you praying about it, I'm praying about it, all these people praying about it. We're doing whatever we do spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, all that energy. God hears that, and there will be a response. There will be a response. We just have to continue to shine our light. We are like the lighthouse to boats that are lost at sea, souls that are lost at sea, like the Disney animated movie Soul. So this is what we're doing, what we can do. This is all we can do, and we're doing it. Just me talking about this is raising awareness. And now I bet there's people here, it's like, dang, I didn't even know that about Twitch. I didn't even see him throwing these types of signs up. I didn't know that that was the devil's horns. I didn't even know he was doing that. Y'all see, look, there's the other freeze frame. He's doing the 666. So this is what we can do. I know it might scare some people off, whatever, but it is what it is. Okay? I feel you, Breezy. Yep, you know it. Where is it? The Bia says, yep, wear the whole armor of God. Exactly, that's all we can do. What's up, babes? Got all these beautiful queens and stuff up in this building. What's up, Latavia J? 1111. Yes, ma'am. You know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. We can do this together. That's why we're here. Like this spiritual stuff, me being a spiritual master, this ain't no joke. Y'all know on every single video that I got out, every single live stream that I've done, I talk about God. Regardless of whether people agree with my spiritual practices, my methods, I always talk about God and make sure that God always gets the honor, always gets the glory, and always gets the praise. Can't nobody say that. They'd be like, well, if you're talking about God so much, you don't. Look, you just stay in your lane and do what you do, and let me stay in my lane and do what God called me to do, the way that God called me to do it. That's all we need to do. Different gifts, different ministries. You go over there and you preach, and let me come over here and teach. You go over there and be an usher. You go over there and heal. Let's just do what we need to do so that we can make this thing run like a well-oiled machine. All right? Let's focus on the main mission. So, with this being said, together we can make a difference here. And so, what I want to talk about, speaking of making a difference, is Miss Allison Holker. Now, all of a sudden, she said she's focusing, or the source is saying. Now, I want to raise another question. Is this even true? Is Miss Allison Holker even doing this? You know, we're assuming that she's doing this. I didn't even think about this until just now. That just came to me. I just got this. Is she actually even doing this? What am I referring to? Focusing on the mental health of her kids. Do we have any proof? Are there any tweets? Are there any posts? Are there anything's going on? Because, you know, the last post here, okay, you know, we see where her kids involved here on her Twitter page. Oh, my bad. Let me put that back on the screen, because I forgot y'all still looking at the picture. I don't even know if she's even doing this, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Is she even focusing on the mental health of her kids? Because, you know, look at this. Again, some source says that this is what she's doing. But is this actually true? How do we know this for sure? Because I want to bring up a point. If she was really focusing on mental health, like all of a sudden now she's focusing on mental health. Where was this focus on mental health with her husband, Stephen Twitch Boss? You know, after all, they said he had struggles. So where was her focusing on his so-called struggles? Because, you know, if someone does have mental health and you're there and you focus on their struggles, you do know that that person is least likely to delete themselves, especially since they are the backbone. Remember the strength conversation we had earlier? You are the backbone. Stephen Twitch Boss was the backbone of our family. I shouldn't have to put that back on the screen. This is what Miss Allison says. So if he's the backbone and he's this strong, he's raw, and then you're supporting him because, after all, that's what the information said. He had mental health issues for a long time. So how come you weren't supporting him? How come his mama wasn't supporting him? Now all of a sudden they trying to come out and be like, well, she's supporting her kids with mental health. How do we know that? How do we know that she's even doing that? I'm not saying that she's not around. I'm not saying that she's not doing this. How do we know for sure? Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Because after all, some source said it. It wasn't Miss Allison Holker saying it. Some source is saying it. Once again, that's somebody hiding. She should be advocating on Stephen Twitch's boss's behalf for mental health, for mental awareness. If she's so about that mental awareness life, she has money, she has access, she has reach, she has resources. She could do way more than I could ever do at my current state of accessibility and reach right now about mental health and awareness. She should be doing everything in Twitch's name. People will flock to it. All you got to say is Twitch. You don't even have to say Stephen Twitch. You don't even have to say boss. You say Twitch, mental health, boom, everybody there flocking on there like white on rice. What we got to do? Stuff be poured in there. Do y'all see where I'm going at? But yet we don't see no organization. After all, when you lose someone, I told y'all this earlier, you usually stay busy. You got to do something. You can't just sit there. And if she's got all this support, you would think that all this Dancing with the Stars love and all her family and Twitch's family, they would be advocating, Allison, you need to keep moving. You need to keep going. And she would have their support. Don't worry about it, Miss Allison. We got you. We got you, sweetie. We got you, babes. However they would refer to her. We got you. We'll watch the kids. You got our support. We know what you're going through. Like, come on, y'all. Don't act like you don't know. She got support. It's not like, well, she has no mom, no dad, no family. No, she has family. And they know what happened. We know what happened. So they know what happened. You mean to tell me they want to support her, support the kids? You mean to tell me there's no support? There's been support. So she should be able to do something. And again, I find it very suspect how we don't hear from her. We have not heard from her. We've had a private funeral. Okay? Anything but from us hearing from her. And again, I like to reflect back to Vanessa Bryant. Kobe Bryant's wife. When Kobe got deleted in the helicopter crash, we heard from Miss Vanessa. She took some moments to grieve, but we heard from her. I can salute that, my sister. Regardless of what the motives is, I can salute that. She came out, showed us tears multiple times, talked to us, and then I understand what her pulling back going ghost. You understand? This is just like... This is just crazy, y'all. This is crazy. We still have not heard from Miss Allison Holker. All we hear about is from other people and sources. We don't even know who. And then we see this post on her page. And again, it's just another dance video. We need more than just dance videos. If mental health is truly a focus and this is what you're doing, you should have been doing this for Twitch and he wouldn't be gone now. Based upon the narrative that they're giving us, they said that Stephen Twitch Boss is no longer with us now because he deleted himself due to mental health issues, past struggles. This is the narrative that they're telling us. I'm not making this narrative up. I just report the news. So if he had past struggles, again, as I said, where was the past check-ins to hospitals or doctors' records? And I know you can't just put all that stuff as HIPAA laws, but the point I'm trying to make is it would be some type of documentation that he had been trying to seek help. Miss Allison Holker would have been talking about this before. Twitch be struggling. Instead of every day I'm hustling, it'd been every day I'm struggling. Every day I'm struggling. It'd have been some type of acknowledgement. Mental health is big. A lot of people are talking about it. This would have been a big rally for Twitch. We could have been rallying for Twitch. Think about what the fans would have done, the public. We could have been rallying for Twitch. We could have been praying for Twitch. We could have been doing stuff for him. I just said when two or more are gathered. But instead, she kept her mouth shut. If, in fact, he even had mental health issues, which I already debunked, and I don't think he did. And so here she goes now saying the same thing. Okay? She's saying the same thing once again. And we have not heard from this woman herself. I want to hear her speak. I want to see her speak. This is the same thing I say about everyone. These people could easily come out and debunk me, debunk everybody on YouTube, on social media, debunk all this stuff. They could shut this down, mic drop, and do all of this just like that. Okay, this is for people that's like, well, they're... Okay, if that is the case, and I'm wrong, and other people are wrong, why don't they come out and do this? I'm asking you, Miss Allison Holker. Sweetie Pie, can we hear from you? You are his freaking wife. You're the one person on the face of the planet that could give Steven Twitch Boss the honor of honors. You carry his legacy. You carry his seed. You're an extension of him. You were his rib. If anybody on the face of the planet can honor Twitch, it's you. Where you at, babes? Where you at, Miss Allison Holker? Do you need me to look? I'll walk down the aisle with you, Miss Allison Holker. I will come on stage with you and support you to come out and speak and say something. I'll put my hand up and block the paparazzi. I'll block the cameras. I'll come out and do it. Y'all know I'm buck like that. Y'all know I'm bold like that. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid. I'll come out and support Miss Allison Holker if she can actually come out and tell us what's up. See, a lot of people think I'm here just to attack her. No, I'm calling it what it is. Where's she at? She too quiet. If she needs someone to hold her up, I think I got enough strength. I will hold her up if she needs to come out in public. If she needs somebody to wipe her tears, I'll bring tissue and wipe her tears. But we need to hear something. We need to at least see you. Hell, I'll speak for her if she could just come out. She can have a breakdown and everything. I get it. I understand it. But we ain't heard nothing from her. All we seen is a bunch of videos, more dance videos, more all of this stuff. Where is she at? Exactly. And y'all are raising so many questions here in the chat. Toby Sprosty says, where were the two small kids when she supposedly ran to the police? Exactly. So you mean to tell me Steven Twitch Boss deleted himself in the middle of the night. You conveniently went to the police. You didn't have your kids, or you conveniently had a babysitter, but nobody knew what was going on. Y'all see? Do y'all see? Do y'all see? Do y'all see? Do y'all see? This same pattern. They go quiet, just like Quavo ain't saying a word about Takeoff. And Offset is Offset. Y'all heard it first from me. So if anybody spins Offset's name as being off the set, they took it from me. They watch my channel. They come to my live streams. They come on my show. No word at all. And yes, and like Malone, nobody's questioning her. The case is closed. It's just gone. And all we getting is a bunch of dancing videos. I keep trying to tell y'all, every bit of this was a ritual. And I know one other content creator, at the time it made sense. He brought up that he was saying how he looked at Twitch's Instagram and you could see a lot of spiritual posts. And I'm not denying that, so it kind of showed that his mindset was good. And I'm pretty sure it was good, which makes this even more suspicious. It just makes this even more suspicious. Where are you, Miss Allison Holker? If you're truly grieving, I told y'all I will go down there and help this woman, help her say something, do something, bring awareness or something. Because I'm a gentleman like that. You know what I'm saying? If a woman's in need, a man's supposed to just help that woman. I mean, to an extent now. Don't take that and twist that. You ain't supposed to be sipping and beta mailing it up and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is, out of common courtesy and respect, if someone's truly grieving, and they need support, so we want to support you. If you are legit, Miss Allison Holker, if you're truly going through this, but we need to hear from you. We don't need to hear from your publicist. We don't need to hear from someone who got access to your social media. I don't want to see no pictures. We don't want to see no videos. We need to hear from you. We have not heard one word from this woman since the whole situation, since Twitch got deleted. And if she's such an advocate for mental health, where was this advocacy when Twitch was here? Because, obviously they said he'd been struggling with it for a long time. He had struggles. And same thing, where is his mama? Where's all this support? The fact that we didn't hear from her and her post just shows this. She should be doing a post maybe with her kids or something. She got beautiful children. It ain't like, her children are beautiful. Her kids are some lookers. I mean, I'm just saying, think about it. If she posts something with her kids and they're dealing with it, and for her to say, hey, my children are dealing with this, do you know the love and support that post would get? Do you know the love and support that people will pour out to her children? Can y'all see the comments? Man, I can see the comments all day long. Do you know the type of support and encouragement we would be providing for those kids? Do you know how the public, how the world could really be rallying for these children? Man, somebody make it make sense. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Y'all know I'm right. If she had a post with her kids instead of this dancing post, think about all the comments. Think about even the support that she would receive. I mean, y'all know, man. Yeah, she did cash in on this. This is a shame. And to me, it just looked more and more suspect because now that I'm putting all the pieces together, a lot of times I put this together. Oh no, you good, Rebecca. You said lost. That's good, just cold words. I just put a lot of times I put this together on the fly. I stay authentic. I stay raw, y'all. I be freestyling it. Y'all probably thinking I be having planned. Only thing that might be planned is some of the pictures or some of the videos that I come up with, like that I find, just so that I'm prepared to present that to y'all. But outside of that, a lot of times I be looking at this situation fresh, just like you all. And then I'm looking at this makes no sense. This woman, every opportunity she get, should be talking about her husband. And if he truly did have mental health issues, be talking about that. And also, for that same reason, you don't want his kids to go down the same path. We do not want those 3 beautiful children to delete themselves, especially the oldest daughter. The oldest daughter, as we saw in the Entertainment Tonight article, understands more so than the rest of her siblings what's going on. Okay, the last thing we want to hear is a freaking news article about these kids getting deleted. That's the last thing I want to hear and the last thing I want to cover. Don't you think as much kids be on social media for them to have a heartwarming post? Can you imagine the news and media outlets? Allison Holker's children are getting tons of support on social media. Fans are pouring out love. People came together to offer this and to do this and to bring support and this is a positive moment, a positive shift for mental health. Now back to so-and-so reporting live. This is blah, blah, blah from whatever news media station. Y'all see what I'm trying to say? Instead, we have not heard from her at all. Not one statement at all. It was December 13th, 14th. It is now past January. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? I told y'all, these guilty parties stay away from the situation, don't talk, and then they do smoke screens. And they expect people to get caught up in all the emotions. I told you, I myself, brainwaves himself, would help Miss Allison if she's crying, if she's struggling to stand up, if she's having a hard time speaking. I would come out. Well, this is what. Well, hey, you want to tear and shit? Hey, this is what she wants to say. Y'all can see that she just can't right now. So I'm speaking on her behalf. Like, we ain't even seen none of that. We have not seen none of that. Nobody trying to come out and speak for her. Nothing. But now, all of a sudden, she's a mental health advocate. She just flipped the switch all of a sudden. See, this is the spin that they want y'all to believe and see and do, so that y'all can forgive her, forget about seeing her in a negative light and certain things, to give her a pass so she could come out. It's the same thing that Quavo's done. That's what they all do. They kind of come out, do a little something. Ellen, where's Ellen? Where's Ellen's support? Where's Ellen's support? Where's Ellen DeGeneres? You talking about he's a dear friend, you love him, all the stuff you said about Twitch on the show. Where is the support? That article with those sources said nothing about Ellen DeGeneres. Now, Ellen DeGeneres, I understand maybe they had a conflict, but Ellen should still be like, man, I'm still advocating for Twitch. Let me look at something here. Let me look at something here, because this is crazy. Let me look at something here. I just want to see something. I want to see what one of the last posts here on Ellen's. Is that? No, that's something different. This is 16 hours. Yeah, so this is something totally different. It's something about some educators. I was just trying to see if this dude happened to be Twitch. Okay, we don't see nothing. Nothing. This is why I be telling y'all that these people are fake. And y'all be getting caught up in your emotions. Oh, if it was me, if it was my, blah, 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 it was my this and I was in this. That's you. That's because you not fake. That's because you real. That's because you didn't sell your soul. You still have your spirit in your body. That's because you try to do the best you can to follow the ways of the Most High. You have that Christian conviction. You know, the Holy Spirit quickens you, convicts you. That's why. But with these people are not, they pledge allegiance to the devil. So we're seeing a manifestation of their devilish ways. This is what a devilish wife would do. Not say a word about her husband. Man, I wish I would get deleted and my wife not say nothing about me. As much as I do in the community, as much as I do out here in this world, as much as I've done for people, I've done for her, family. Man, I wish she would. Man, I'll come about this. Man, I'll come back and haul her behind so bad. This is crazy. Y'all know I could sit up here and do a reading and look into it. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it. Let me see something. I'm going to do it. Let me do it. I'm going to do it because we're going to take a look into her character right now, like Miss Allison Holker's energy as it relates to this situation. Okay. Let's just take a look. I want to see kind of what's going on. Man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. This whole situation is crazy. Okay, so I got the rebuild card. This makes sense. She's trying to rebuild herself. Somebody tell me if that makes sense. She is trying to rebuild herself. I believe that. I'm going to clarify that. Can we get one other? Can we get one other to take a look into? Okay, it's interesting that these cards fell this way. So she's focused on success and growth right now. So let me explain something to y'all. And the fact that I have 8 and 16, these are like parallel numbers because, you know, 2 8s going to 16. She's trying to rebuild herself so that she can have success and growth. This is what she's focused on. This is her energy. Look at this. This came out in reverse, strengthening bonds. She's not trying to strengthen bonds. This is why you don't hear from her. Don't you think she would be trying to strengthen the bond between us as Stephen Twitch Boss's fans? She's the one person who can strengthen that bond between us. Do y'all see what I'm trying to say here? Okay, that's her energy. Now, I want to see, what did I just, I got stuff all over the place, y'all. I want to take a look here and see what her motives are regarding this post here. The one you see in the background with her dancing with Twitch in the background. You know, this is her latest Instagram post. All right. I want to see what her, it makes sense. Okay. First of all, let me just stop right here. This makes sense. This came out right away. This is the 8 of Swords. Let me show y'all this in the upright. I'm about to break something down like a pound. Okay, this is the 8 of Swords. As you can see, this is like being trapped in a bubble. Okay, she's trapped in this bubble. She's stuck in this energy of what she did. Y'all know the guilt will make you feel trapped. That's why she's not showing her face. So her posting this video that you see in the background with her dancing, her intentions is to get out of this energy. And Swords is mental energy. It's air energy. So she's trying to get out of her head and get out of that thought process. She wants other people to get out of the thought process of perhaps the role that she's played and things she did do, she did not do, etc., etc. So she's trying to post this video to make herself look innocent. Y'all can't tell me now. I'm the bomb.com when it comes to doing readings. I just haven't done them in a while. Look at this. 4 Wands. She's trying to open up doors. See, she's trying to open up new doors. Get out of that. And what kind of door? In what way? Okay, please clarify. What? This is just ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. See, the Moon, major arcana. She's trying to open up doors, like as far as how people feel. So the Moon is like that water energy. It represents secrets, hidden things, emotions. So she wants to open up doors. This Moon card here is clarifying this. She's trying to open up doors to where people feel a different way about her. Okay. What else do we have here? Look at this. Death. Major arcana. Okay. You cannot make this up. I've got 2 major arcana cards back to back. And anytime you have 2 major arcana cards that come out back to back, that is serious. She's trying to get out of the secret that she was involved in Twitch's deletion. Do y'all see? You can't get more obvious than this. She wants people to not look and see her that she is tied and involved in his deletion. Look at the snake here. She was a snake that led to Twitch's deletion. There's the Moon there, which is connected to this Moon card. She figured doing this deletion would open up doors for her. And she'll be able to get out of the mindset of all of this. That is why we got the rebuild card. That is what she's trying to rebuild. This is why she's not strengthening bonds with anyone. And she's focused on success and growth. Because why else do you delete someone when you're in the industry? When you pledged your allegiance to the devil? You do it. It's called a sacrifice so that you can come up and receive. So even my card spread right here just backs up what I'm saying. This is just crazy, man. This is crazy. This is just crazy, crazy, crazy. Y'all. Yeah, Sister Love. What's up, Sister Love? Sister Love says, Look, I think his. Oh, sorry, GC. I put the wrong comment on the screen. My apologies. I'll get back to you in a second, Sister Love. GC says, I'm sure his mother is heated with Allison. His mama in on it too. I've covered this. Y'all might need to go back and watch some of my videos that I have up about Twitch. I broke all this down. His mama is in it. They all are in on it. And back to Sister Love. She said she's out shopping like Ellen did. Yeah, she's spending that insurance money, doing everything, trying to rebuild herself with the success and growth and get out of the secret. The moon card represents secrets. It represents things that are hidden in the darkness. That's why you got the moon here. The fact that she was involved in his death. There's the snake. And I was guided to this particular deck. The imagery means a lot here. Okay, and you got a wolf here. A wolf that may present his or herself as a dog, man's best friend. Like, oh, I'm loyal, I'm a good wife, I'm this and that, but you really a wolf. I'm just saying, y'all, every which way we slice it, this lines up. If Miss Allison Holker is truly grieving, somebody put this out in the public. I will hold her hand. I will walk her down. I will help her record a video, whatever it is, for her to speak to us, to speak to Twitch's fans, to the public. It can be short. I would help stand because she's devastated and she's crying and she's broken down. I will help support her and keep her up. But we need to hear something from her, especially in light of her kids, so that they can also receive support. Y'all, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, y'all are right. GC says they must not realize they will have to continue to pay the piper. The sacrifices have to be greater. Yeah, at some point in time, you're not going to be able to pay the piper, and then it's going to be your time to get deleted. Yeah, Balloon says that's why his family's not saying anything. They're in on it. They all pushing this mental health narrative, wanting people to get all emotional and think that that's what it is, and it's not. It's not. It's not. This is not the agenda. This is not the focus. Because if it was, we would have seen a post from her Instagram page, something with her kids. You know, it's not uncommon or not far-fetched for her to say, hey, asking for love and prayers and support for my children as they're trying to deal with the loss. So my husband, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. We will be pouring out the love and support to those kids. People be rallying, doing stuff. Other celebrities. Where's all this Dancing with the Stars support? Where's their public support? You know, we hear this sources say from that Entertainment Tonight article, oh, she's receiving support. She's receiving support from Dancing with the Dancing with the Stars family. Let me put this on the screen because you know, I just got to show y'all. Okay, she's receiving support. Y'all see what I highlighted? Her family and Dancing with the Stars. Okay, so where are they? Where is everybody rallying? If this was really true, it would be some fruits behind them. You will know them by the fruits that they bear. That's what the Bible says. You will know them by the fruits that they bear. So if they about that support life, we will be seeing it in action. It will be manifestations of support. We will see posts. There will be things going on, all types of support. Where is it? They're liars. They lie. They deceive because they're all in the industry. They're all in on it. This is how it works, y'all. I posted YouTube shorts. I'm going to continue to post shorts. I post videos. I break this down. I've shown symbolism, hand signs, even from Twitch. All these folks, they be in this. They bout that life. They're not about no godly Christian life. They put that front and that facade up. They about this Satan life. And there's certain dues and things you got to pay and do to be there. People got times, they got expiration dates. That's why they don't show their faces. I've been saying this all along. It goes over and over and over again. And even like with Devin Willock with UGA, the football player that got deleted, with Miss Chandler, who also got deleted in a car crash, right? The other two still alive. You ain't heard nothing about them. One of the other football players is in stable condition. How come he ain't talking? He ain't heard. Oh, they silenced him. He can't say nothing. And that other lady, we don't even know if she's still alive. Miss Victoria Bowles, it was in the back passenger seat. The 26-year-old woman, don't know if she's alive. And then I showed y'all, you saw the mama on camera, but she couldn't even look the camera in the eye. And she throw up a little Satan 666 signs. And then the husband's sitting there going right along with it. See, don't be deceived by the one that's not throwing it up. Just like I showed y'all in this video. You didn't see Allison necessarily throwing it up. I did. But you don't really see her throwing up the signs like Twitch did. But that doesn't mean that she's innocent. She's going right along with it. This is just how this thing works, y'all. It's still messed up regardless. This is wrong. Devil worshiper or not, he did not deserve to get deleted like this. Okay? This is wrong. And he does not deserve to not have the support of his wife to this day. Why she ain't saying, man, you couldn't silence me. I said, well, I'm just going to get deleted then. I'm going to join my wife. If it was my situation, I'm like, well, then I'm just going to get deleted then. I can't sit up here and be silent. If you truly love your wife or your husband, in her case, I gotta say something. I got to say something to give my husband, in her case, I'm speaking as if I were Allison. I gotta say something to give my husband some type of honor and some type of glory. I gotta live on for my husband. I love this man. You'll see every single post of every dancing video. We did everything together. I love this man. Y'all can't silence me on that. I'm going to post. Look, I'll go along with your plan, but I'm going to post something. I'm going to do something to honor his name. I'm going to do something to honor his name. I love this man. Well, you know what? Y'all ain't going to silence me. Y'all just going to have to take me out too. I'm just going to have to get deleted too. Somebody please tell me if I'm wrong here. Somebody please tell me if I'm wrong here. Man, you best believe it. That was my wife. I be going hard in the paint every day. Y'all will be getting sick and tired of hearing me talk about my wife. Y'all be like, really, Brainwaves again? Yes, again. Because I got to honor her. And that's what a real man does anyway. That's what a real man's supposed to do. That's what a masculine ass man is supposed to do. Hell, I honor y'all every chance that I can get. I try to put as many of y'all on the screen, talk about y'all, invite. That's what a man does. And in her case, if Miss Allison is truly a woman, I'm not talking about gender or nothing like that, but if she's a real woman, if she's a Proverbs 23 woman, if she's a virtuous woman, where's her support for Twitch? Twitch deserves that at the very least. You know what? Yeah, I feel you, GC. I feel you. But this just goes even further to saying that this whole talk about mental health is not legit. Because if she really was talking about focusing on mental health, she'd be outwardly speaking and doing stuff. This is horrible, man. This is just, man, you know what, y'all? I might have to just call this a show right now. Because it's just too much. This is too much. Like, this just... It just hits home. It's so messed up for Twitch. It's so messed up for all these people. What's up, Miss Delicate Diamond? She says, why do you think he didn't deserve to be deleted like this? Okay, here's what happens. Even though these people pay, they gotta, pay the price. The way that they go out and the way that it's reported and done is just crooked. Okay? And if we allow that to stand, then they're going to translate that to us. Do you see where I'm trying to go here? We know their time is up, they gotta go, but it's just completely unbelievable. So much misinformation, so many lies, nothing revealed to us. It's so much secrecy around it. What do you have to hide? If this was a legit open and closed case, there's nothing to hide. Okay, and it wasn't like, even though he pledged his loyalty to the devil, and we know everybody got their time up when they do that, they still don't deserve to just get wiped off the map. Nobody mentions them. And when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, everyone deserves respect, especially when they're no longer here. That's why you hear at funerals, we pay our respects. So at the very least, he deserves the respect of, he's no longer here to defend his name. He's no longer here to talk. And he just got deleted in a way that makes no sense. So just out of respect for the man, because everyone wants is respect, Aretha Franklin, RESPECT. Everyone at least deserves the respect, even if they sin, even if they do wrong, even if they do something, especially just to be laid to rest. Because when you disrespect a soul, when it's time for them to be laid to rest, that leaves unrest. And that creates an energetic and spiritual disturbance in the entire fabric. I don't have time to really break that down. Now, for instance, if somebody's crooked and they out here going around deleting a lot of people, doing a lot of stuff, and we know what happens, and then they end up getting pewed or something like that, okay, we understand what happened. It is what it is, and it makes sense. And that person's no longer there. But in that situation, they're going to at least get the respect of, they got deleted because they got pow, because they're very criminal. I don't want to say certain words, but they do, repeated things over and over and over again. They're serial. You go figure out what I'm trying to say in this example. So if they end up getting pewed or something happened to them, that's their just rightful way to not be here. And it makes sense. There's no question about it. Well, you did this and da-da-da-da-da. That's what's supposed to happen. But what happened here with Stephen Twitch Boss does not make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. So it creates an energetic disturbance. And this is why you hear, don't disturb the deceased. They tell us certain things to do with cemeteries and with bodies and what to do and what not to do. There's a reason for that. There's a process to this, and he's not being honored properly in this process with all of these lies. And then as I cover, it's just to let the people that are guilty get away with it. I mean, I showed the snake card, and it just so happened to be the card, the D word. It rhymes with breath. So what I'm saying is that a lot of people have just gotten deleted and have gotten nobody knows anything. Think about this. If this was you, for instance, Miss Delicate Diamond, if this was you and you got deleted in this manner, and there's unanswered questions to your family, your friends, the public, etc., then they are also not at rest. So it's like multi-layer, and there's a lot that's going on. At the very least, regardless of what a person does when they are alive, they deserve for this process to be closed out the proper way. And again, if we just allow this to continue, then they're going to delete us the same way. And we're not going to get our just due. So it's a lot deeper than even that, but I just kind of wanted to get into it a little bit. Yeah, you're right. Miss Milligro says it's the agenda. They want everyone to think mental health. He was depressed. And here he is. So now she's a victim. But let me say something. If she's a victim, how come she's not reaching out? How come we don't see all these people rallying behind her to support her? Where's the Dancing with the Stars family? Where's all these dancers and stuff coming through? We're reaching out, we're supporting. You don't hear nothing. You just heard like, oh, I missed this person. Oh, I can't believe this happened in the beginning. And that was it. You ain't heard nothing from these people. So how do we know they actually are reaching out? How do we know? Okay, let me spin it this way. How do we know that Miss Allison Holker actually is receiving the support if she truly is grieving and going through this? How do we know for sure? I told y'all, ain't no aspect when you're a celebrity private. People know when you scratch your behind as a celebrity. You mean to tell me there ain't been no outward nothing from none of these people? This will be buzzworthy, trendworthy, etc., etc. You hear nothing because there is nothing going on. These people ain't doing nothing. Who is the source who put out this information? And then, these big media companies, they just report the articles. So I'm trying to break this down. It's so many levels to this, y'all. Meek Mill, the rapper, was right when he's like, it's levels to this. It's so many levels to this. You are absolutely right. It is disrespect to him, his name, his legacy, his soul, his family, his wife, his kids. Need I continue? It's so disrespectful on so many levels. But the devil don't care. They're evil. Yeah, Tupac, you were right. Supposedly, it was his weapon. No video footage. The weapon by law, would be returned to Miss Allison. She don't have the weapon. She didn't get the weapon. Like I said, I've broken a lot of this stuff down. It does not make sense, and it's still going on. And now she's talking about, well, I'm focusing on mental health with the kids, and I'm trying to stay so strong. I got to be strong. Yeah, so now that everybody can see her, again, what did I try to tell y'all? Try to get from looking at her in this Eight of Swords energy. Okay, they don't see Eight of Swords, you being trapped. Let me show y'all what. Man, let me break this stuff down. Hold on, y'all. She's trying to get out of that mindset. Figure it's been enough time. Okay, it's been enough time. I could probably get away with this. I could probably do this. I probably could do that. People forget. I told you people have, short-term memory. Okay, let me show y'all something here. Let me show you what the traditional Eight of Swords looks like. This is the mindset and the energy she's trying to get out of. Because when you're guilty, this eats at you, and that's why they don't show their face, and they disappear, and they hide, and they avoid talking about it. And then y'all be thinking they just over there grieving. They be playing y'all. Here we go. Let me just break something down real quick. These two cards are exactly the same. Okay? They are exactly the same. See how the woman here is blindfolded and tied up and, trapped. This is more of the traditional Rider-Waite imagery. Swords, stuck, feeling like you stuck. I can't move. I can't go this way. Oh, it's a sword here. It's a sword there. Same card. It's all in your head. You can leave. This woman can just walk straight. She could follow the water. Listen, her ears are open. She could listen to her footsteps and follow the water and walk out of here. I mean, this woman here got the swords trying to pierce the bubble. She could get out if she wanted to, but she turns her back to it. I'm just trying to break this stuff down. It does not make sense. 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 Somebody put this on record. If Miss Allison Holker is truly grieving right now and struggling, I know she does not know me, but somebody put this on record. Put this out here on social media. If she truly is struggling and grieving, I will help her with a statement. I would help hold her up if she can't stand, if she just crying and broken down so much. I would help speak if she needs someone to help speak and she can't finish her sentences and words. I'm just saying. But that ain't gonna happen because she ain't about that life. She not about that life. That's not what she's trying to do. She just covering up, and she wants y'all to feel sorry for her and for y'all to believe that she's grieved, that she's still struggling. No, that guilt is what's getting to her. I showed y'all the cards. That's what's getting to her, that guilt. That's what she's struggling with, the guilt. Exactly. She probably is happy. She probably running around I'm just saying, I put it out there, y'all. Y'all can take it and say and do what you want, but I put it out there. I would help her. I would help her if she was truly grieving. I don't know if anyone else has come out. I mean, we hear all this Dancing with the Stars support and her family supporting. Help the kids. As I said, the children are innocent here. I would help the kids. But what it look like me posting something like that, she not even doing it. She's the wife. She's the mom. Don't make any sense. Does not make any sense. Yeah, she can't. Exactly. She can't face it because she's guilty. Y'all saw me do a freaking tarot reading. Y'all, my readings be spot on accurate. And I like to say it like navigation. Even if I'm off, I will get you into your neighborhood. Sure, I might be one street off. Somebody hang me to the cross. I got you in the neighborhood and you're only a couple houses down. You're on the one street. I just so happen to be off. That's how close I be. Ask about me. My reputation precedes me. Some of y'all know. Some of y'all my clients and customers. So when I just pulled them cards, it is what it is. And we saw the snake come out, and she only doing this for her own success and growth. She not doing this for anything legit. And it's showing her fruits. And she just as evil. This is what an evil wife does. Take what they can get from your leftovers. Don't talk about you and keep on going. What kind of honor is that? Regardless, even if she might be controlled by the higher ups, it still ain't right. It's still not right. It's still not right. This whole thing is just wrong every which way we slice it. I'm not saying that doesn't have anything to do. Ellen obviously was involved, so that should tell you one thing in itself. It's just wrong. It's just all types of wrong every which way. Miss Allison, if you want to do what's right, I'll help you. I don't know if any other content creator is coming out saying that, but I am. I'm putting it out there. If somehow, some way, there's something she can say, if her kids are truly dealing with mental health, I will help her. Something about Twitch, I will help her. I'm just saying, there got to be something she can say. I'm putting it out there, y'all. I don't know if anybody's willing to help her. This could be a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Oh, she's receiving help. She received help. She might not. I told you, I don't think she's receiving nothing. If anything, it's the exact opposite. So if she's truly in need and in help, I know little old me is just offering to help. That's the godly thing that we're supposed to do. That's the godly thing we're supposed to do. That's just how I operate. So I put it out there. Don't know if that's going to go anywhere or amount to anything, but hey, Miss Allison, if you're there, I'll help you, sweetie. I'll help you, sweetie. I'll help you, sweetie. If you can, if you need a strong man to come through and help you elaborate or help you say something, like I said, don't know if this is going to amount to anything, but you can't say nobody didn't offer you any help, publicly at least. I'm just saying. I for whatever it is. I feel you, Miss Carol. I know a lot of people, when I do with the spiritual stuff, I know a lot of people that aren't going to support that. And they're going to throw me under the bus. And they're going to say that. And I've spoken out a lot about that, about a lot of occultic practices in the Bible. You start in Old Testament, how God ordained so many occultic practices. Nobody's talking about that. Joseph scrying, looking in the cup, Moses turning staff into sticks, parting the sea, all this magical occultic stuff, even stuff that Christ has done. But it's okay in the Bible. It's okay for all these occultic practices in the Bible. And there's stuff in the New Testament. I have to break that down again later date. I have a video up on Facebook where I have broken it down on a public platform. I've talked about a lot of things that Christians do in the church that they don't even realize that that's occultic practices, and that they don't even talk about it in the church. They just let people do it. It's a whole lot that people don't understand. And how tarot cards did not come from the devil. Y'all need to do y'all research and go back where they came from and where it came about. But that you have a lot of demonic, satanic, evil people waiting to get their hands on things, and then that's when it becomes glorified. And that's when it becomes evil, because we see what goes on. A lot of our holidays and Mary said the Christmas tree. Exactly. The whole Christmas tree, all these holidays, Easter, a whole lot of things that we celebrate, we try to flip it around and we say, well, we're doing it for Christ. So what's different about these other spiritual practices? Because in its origin, it's occultic. In its origin, it's pagan. It's not Christian. It's not godly in its origin with a lot of practices. I just have to educate my fellow believers and Christians here about a lot of things that we do that we think is holy and it's not. Okay, and I just need to explain that. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that pulls tarot cards and does readings are legit. They not. A lot of these folks are evil as hell. But you need to listen to what comes out of a person's mouth and who they profess and who they follow and their reasoning behind it, and et cetera, and et cetera. A lot of people can't even tell you that. They won't even come out and tell you that. You might need to question that person. Again, their fruit. I mean, there's so much more, but I'm just saying this to educate a lot of people. They're like, oh my gosh, he did tarot cards and he's doing this spiritual stuff. So, I don't know about that. That's the programming that they program you all. That's the programming. Y'all do know about the spiritual programming, right? Let me break one thing down real quick for you. I just have to, because I need to make sure that people are educated and they understand. Okay? I need to make sure that people truly understand something here. Y'all ain't got no time to play. I'm not about that life. Okay? I just got to tell you 100% truth, whether you like it. The truth is a double-edged sword. So when you hear the words that I'm saying, it's going to hurt. It's going to cut you, and it cuts me just as much. I struggle just as much to say it, to be accused of it, to be nailed to the cross, just like Christ. Blessed are those who are persecuted for his name's sake. I got to get criticized and looked at and demonized. Well, he's using tarot cards. So that's Deuteronomy 18:10. And again, but y'all want to skip over Deuteronomy 1-9 and then skip over verses 13 on. You can't just say verses 18:10-12. And Leviticus, y'all want to do a whole lot, but y'all want to break a whole lot down. Let's go ahead and look at the whole Bible while we at it, when we break it down. And I understand a lot of people are not going to, accept and understand. And it's not meant for them to accept and understand, because you have no need to be in that space. God did not call you in that path. God did not call you in that direction. So if you're not called in that path, in that direction, you have no need of understanding anything, period. Like, there's things, for instance, if you're not called to be a doctor, for instance, then there's no need for you to understand why a doctor does what they do and don't do what they do, et cetera, et cetera. If you're not an athlete, then there's no need for you to fully understand why an athlete does what they do. And the list goes on and on and on. I'm just giving those two examples. But at the same time, we cannot judge and automatically go into these programmings and these statements saying, well, this is just that, and this is just that, just because this is what it is. Let me put something on the screen very quickly, because I need y'all to see something. Okay, I just need to break something down, because this is why I'm explaining all of this. Now, do y'all see religion here? Do y'all see religion here? I just need to explain this to y'all. Do y'all see religion? Y'all see the cursor? What is this under? World population control. One of the number one ways that people are controlled with their thinking, their limitations, what they do, what they don't do, reasons for doing things, not doing things, is based upon religion. Doesn't matter the religion. Y'all see Christianity's first here. Don't matter the religion. Okay? This is one of the ways that they control how people think. What people think is right. What people think is wrong. What people think is good. What people think is bad. Justifying things, not justifying things. Okaying things, not okaying things. This is a part of the programming. You know, that's why we have to go to school, right? To get a degree, even if you're trained, even if you have experience to do something. This is why you have to have the paper behind it. Because they want to know, have you been programmed? Do you know how to think like you're supposed to think? I'm trying to break some things down and liberate and educate some people, and it's going to trigger the living daylights out of people. Again, the truth is a double-edged sword. It cuts me just as much as it cuts you. It cuts you just as much as it cuts me. I'm trying to explain to people how things work around here. Everybody has free will. You're going to do what you're going to do, but you can't say that no one has not shared any type of truth with you all. Can't say it because I'm putting it on here. Religion is one of the number one ways that people are controlled. Okay? Do you know how much division religion causes? Do you know how much division religion causes? You got people broke, busted, and disgusted. Broke, busted, and disgusted. Not because of God, not because of Jesus, but because of religion. I gotta do this. I can't do this. I gotta do that. I can't go here. Da 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 da. So much because of religion. You have people that are spiritually oppressed, mentally oppressed. They're in more depression and sadness. We want to talk about mental health. They feel like they failed God. They're struggling with all types of issues because pastor says this, you can't do this, you can't do that. You got some religious organizations, some leadership says you can't drink wine. Then yet we have an example of Jesus drinking wine. Do not twist my words and say getting drunk. I know what the scripture says about do not be drunk with wine, but be filled with the Holy Spirit. I didn't say get drunk. We're just talking about taking a sip of wine. Yet we take a sip of wine when we do Holy Communion. Do y'all see the hypocrisy here? So what is it? Can I drink wine? Because Jesus drank wine. Jesus did this. And I thought the whole point of being a Christian, to being a believer, a disciple of Christ, is to do what Jesus did. To model your life after Christ. Christ consciousness. I thought that's the whole point. So if Jesus drank wine, shouldn't that mean I should drink wine? So why all of a sudden is it demonic and it's evil and it's a sin and all this stuff because somebody took a sip? Again, I'm not saying getting drunk. Getting drunk is a whole nother conversation. Do y'all see where I'm trying to go? There's a lot of hypocrisies when it comes to religion. And I know a lot of people, it's going to trigger the living daylights out of people. But you know, I'm here to break bread with the truth. And as I said it a million times, I'm going to say it again. The word of God is a double-edged sword. People don't want to hear you talk like this. They want me to just to fall in line and comply and just say this and do this and da-da-da and fall right into this world population control so they can continue to do what they do. I'm just saying. It's so much deeper than this. I would just have to literally do a live stream just to break this down. There's so much going on. But I just got to let y'all know. I don't want y'all locked into this matrix, into this system, because that's not the way that God intended us to lead. We can't leave here like that. We can't live here like that. There's so many other people speaking the same thing that I speak on. But you know, again, because I use tarot cards and I do spirit box sessions and all these things, you know, I'm automatically persecuted is working with the devil. If I was working with the devil, why on earth would I even be exposing all of this? I'll be supporting these causes, all this information. I wouldn't be showing you no devil horns. I wouldn't be putting none of this stuff out if I was on the devil's team. If demons were influencing me, if I was being misguided by demonic spirits, I won't be talking about none of this stuff on my channel. It will be none of these videos up. I'll be putting out a whole lot of other videos that would get way more views. I would get way more exposure. I would be in their inner circle. And I'll be throwing up the hand signs too. I'm just saying, it's so much deeper, but people don't understand. I got to liberate people. Let me explain something. When it comes to using spiritual tools, if you are not called, if God did not call you down that path in that direction, there is no reason why you need to be using tarot cards and pendulums and spiritual sessions, etc., etc. Now, there's a lot of people on YouTube and social media playing around with the devil, and they doing stuff, and they're going to get got. They got no business being there. Okay? However, if you are called and you have a purpose to be there, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better be glad that you got a godly person in this arena. You better be glad that you got a godly person doing tarot cards and these spiritual sessions, because you got a bunch of evil people out here and you need somebody godly in the same space to set the record straight. You know how many people be coming to me asking me, Brainwaves, can you do a spirit box session, or what about this? I ignore them. Because I don't know that God sent you to do all of this. Are you just trying to do this because you want to look wise? Are you doing this for some selfish reason? Or are you doing these things, using these tools for a selfless reason? Are you doing this so you can look like you know everything, and what you want to be cool or whatever, you're trying to blow up on social media or something? I can't help you with that. That's evil. That's demonic. That's a selfish, that's a sinful reason. Because trust and believe, when you go down this road, you get judged and persecuted. You see what I'm saying? You get judged. Like, do y'all know the persecution that I received for saying these things? Do you know the eyes that I get looked at for saying these things? Yet in the same breath, I'm doing more godly things than most of these people out here. They don't even talk about Christ. They scared to even mention God's name. They don't even want to say Jesus, let alone lead somebody to Jesus. Y'all, this is a true struggle. You know, I struggle with using my spiritual gifts and my tools that God has given me. And I tell y'all, if y'all don't believe that God has told me to be in this area, test my spirit. Let the Jesus, the Holy Spirit in you, see what spirit is inside of me. You pray to God. Y'all ask Jesus if I'm supposed to be reading tarot cards, if I'm supposed to be doing these spiritual sessions, if I'm supposed to be doing, if God called me, or am I just doing this for some other reason? That's how I squash all of that. Okay, I get it. So you have the Jesus in you, the Holy Spirit in you, verified. Forget me and my words. You have your God, which is actually our same God, just for the record. But you have Jesus, you have the Holy Spirit, whatever you believe in, verified for yourself without my influence, how I'm walking and where I come. And if Jesus comes back and tells you that I'm doing the devil's work and I'm not supposed to be here, I'm confused and misguided and all this stuff, then by all means, come on back and we'll have a conversation. But I know where I stand, and I sleep good at night. I sleep real good at night. I be out. I be out like a baby, like a light. I be out. Your boy be out. When I finally go to sleep, I'm out. So I just needed to educate you all, because I don't want you all to get afraid when y'all see me, uh-oh, he's pulling tools, or uh-oh, he's doing this. Please best and believe and know I've prayed, I've consecrated, I've done all types of anointing oils, all types of sessions, Holy Spirit. I've done a whole lot before I come up on this live. That's why I'm able to boldly speak the way that I speak and do all of this stuff. And it's just sad that people are still under this programming here. Religion, these doctrines. There's so much hypocrisy in religion, in a lot of religions, in the Bible. I mean, again, I have to do a separate stream for it. I'm not saying that anything particularly is wrong or anything particularly is right. But what I'm saying is there is a lot of hypocrisy. That's why you got so many people leaving the church now. See, I don't want me to drop it down and break it down like a pound. That's why so many people leaving the church now. You want to know why so many souls are leaving the church? Why church attendance is down? because they recognize that they've been lied to. The leadership has not obeyed the commandment of God, the commandment of the Most High, the commandment of Christ, Elohim, Yahshua, Yahweh, whatever way you want to pronounce his name. They wanted to do what they want to do. Because I told y'all, with these structures, all the world religions have to abide by the ways of the devil. I'm trying to give y'all straight up, hardcore, pure, unadulterated truth and knowledge. Everything got to go through the Vatican Church, all religions. They got to say what they got to say. They don't want people to talk against. They don't want nobody to know anything, etc., etc. Everything is organized. We want to talk about Miss Allison Holker and the higher-ups. Wicked rulers in high places is what the Bible says. Here we go. This is the structure of higher-ups. You got wicked rulers in high places in religion saying this is what you have to say. That's why in Christianity it's the King James Version. Why is King James Version the preferred version? Why is it not some other version? I got so much I could break it down, y'all. I just want y'all to really think about it. I want y'all to really pray. I want y'all to really understand. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to wake y'all up by any means necessary. Whether y'all agree with me or not, whether y'all agree with my tools and the way that I do it or not, you may not agree with me, but I'll tell you one thing. You won't be able to deny the fact that I'm speaking truth. There's a lot of people out here that are evil and that do these things and here to misguide us. And we're seeing some examples here with this video, with Miss Allison Holker and all this situation. Where are all these Dancing with the Stars? They're misguiding people. They're trying to look like, have a form of godliness. They're trying to appear as they're so good. Look what they're doing. They're supporting Miss Allison. They're here. What are you really doing? Where's your fruits at? If you really support her, it would be some concrete evidence. We ain't talking about people that are poor. These people are wealthy and connected. They got access to all types of things. It ain't like, I'm struggling to make a phone call. Do you know who I am? Do you hear me? Maybe I can get this together. I don't have any money. No, these people are connected. They know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, like Trick Daddy said. I know people out here to lie to y'all, but I'm not one. I put my life at risk. I put my family's life at risk. I put my channel at risk. I put everything that I do at risk just to give y'all the truth, whether y'all agree with how I'm doing it or not. I'm going to continue to do it. And if y'all want to call me a devil worshiper or whatever, y'all want to call me a false prophet or I'm misguided or something, so be it. I'll just have to bear that cross. But if delivering someone, if helping someone get closer to God, seeing that their life is better, providing guidance and answers and information to them, seeing them go from depression and they get out of depression, knowing that I had some involvement with that, because of me being obedient to do what God called me to do. If all these things and more, seeing people's frowns turn into a smile, people having answers and clarity, seeing their life get better, see them do better than when you first met them, when they first came to you, when they first had these issues. If all of these things, because of what I do spiritually, is wrong, well, then I'll just answer to God about it. But I'm doing what I'm called to do to help people. I'm just saying, this is too much truth, and this sword is just cutting some people. I'm just saying. So y'all, I don't know what else to say. I done put it out here. I've broken it down. I mean, what else? What more is it to say? What more is it to say? So y'all, I truly do appreciate every last one of y'all. I really do. I appreciate the love and the support. You know what I do is very controversial. Y'all know the spiritual tools and the things that I do are very controversial. Y'all know the criticism. Y'all know the mindset, the bashing, the thoughts, the nose, turn the eyes. People be acting like they turning into demons when they realize what I'm doing. I got to get up, nope, up. I appreciate your support. I really do. Because it's tough out here in these streets. And you got to be an OG to be able to break bread the way that I do. But somebody got to do it. Someone has to be called to do it. And that's why I'm able to do it. That's why I don't flinch when the opportunity comes, because I'm called to do it. You know, you want to talk about, people want to talk about mental health and struggling. You know, when you're called to do something spiritually and then people persecuting you, you want to talk about struggle sometimes? And I can hear now, well, you know, you wouldn't go through that if you weren't doing tarot and spirit box and using pendulums and all these tools. You wouldn't have to deal with all that. No. I wouldn't even be on here, period, if it wasn't for those things. Because a lot of those things led me to this point now. And I'm still here. And I have not one point in time been told to not do so. Just saying. You can't assume. You can't judge. You don't know. And I say this not just on behalf of myself, but other people. But you sure will know them by the fruits that they bear. Like I said, and you tell me, ask about me in these streets. You tell me about anybody that's got a tarot reading from me if their life has gotten cursed or been worse, or they were doing worse than they was beforehand. Because in my readings, I always tell people to go back and rely back on God. Rely back on the Holy Spirit. Don't be codependent on me. I mean, my doors are open, but you ain't going to be in front of God. It's always God first. See, that's the whole reason why people be talking about divination is evil. Because when you rely on divination and you say, I don't need to listen to God anymore, that's where you messed up. That's where you messed up, because nothing should be in front of God. God first. It's just the assumption that people that are doing divine things no longer need God. That's an assumption. No, that's wicked people. Hey, that's not godly people. Just saying. I'm trying to break this stuff down for y'all. Trying to break it down for y'all. So, on that note, y'all, we about 2 hours in. I'm getting out of here. I thank y'all for your time, for your energy. Please get the likes up. Y'all see how controversial this is. I told you that in the beginning. Please get the likes up, y'all. I cannot do this without you all. You know, I'm pressing the envelope on this platform. I should be on a more private platform, but I'm trying to be out here in the public where people can see me. So I need your support. I need your help. I can't do this without you all. So get the likes up. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like my content, of course. If you don't like my content, I mean, it's up to you. But I'm saying, obviously, if y'all here, you like my content. So please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you don't get notified and you've been subscribed to me, unsubscribe, quickly resubscribe, and then hit the notification bell and make sure all is selected. Because again, you know, YouTube be messing with me, considering all the stuff I'm talking about is too controversial. You can't mix all this stuff. What are you doing? You can't talk about God and this. You can't do, like, what are you doing? You can't be exposing these people. Like, what are you doing? I'm doing what I'm called to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm being obedient to God's call and direction and order my steps to come out and speak and do the things that I do the way that I'm doing it. That's what I'm doing. See, look what Mary said. She wasn't notified of the live this time. This is what I'm talking about. So if you don't get notified, I'm telling you, YouTube be trying to block me. I guarantee you, if I change up my tune, y'all be getting notifications left and right. I probably have about 500, 600 people here now. Especially with the subject matter. I have a gang of people here. Y'all be seeing my content, it be promoted, be on the recommended pages, all that stuff. But because of what I'm talking about, and then, you know, these wicked rulers in high places, I'm going to say what Tammy said. Tammy said, Allison is watching this video and laughing. Exactly. I'm going to say what is on here. These celebrities be watching me. They be seeing me. They be trying to shut me down, but they can't because I'm being obedient. I'm doing God's work here. So they like, oh, we got to leave them alone. Well, we'll mess with them a little bit, but you see what I'm saying? It's so much behind this, y'all. This is just messed up, man. I don't know. Look, Rebecca said she didn't get it either. See what I'm saying? I should have at least 500 plus people viewing right now. It's lunchtime. It's 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How come I ain't got all these people here? The way that I talk, the way that I deliver, the way that I produce, the way that this show is run, the way that my thumbnails look, my titles. Man, I should have 500 plus people, 1,000 people more in here. All the subscribers I got. How come all my subscribers ain't getting notifications, and even a lot of y'all not even getting them? Wow, Mary said she even resubscribed. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, they trying to block me because it's too much truth. But this is the cross that I have to bear. You know, if I come up on here and tell a bunch of lies, oh, then everything will blow up. They'll open up the doors. They trying to shut me down. But, you know, I'm going to press on. I'm going to press on. So I thank y'all for the support. I really need y'all to share, like, do whatever y'all can to help my channel grow and be seen. To try to combat the YouTube algorithms and all the shutting down and blocking, to tell them otherwise. No, we want this content to be seen. We want more content like this, because guess what? If people don't see me, then other people are not going to be encouraged. They need a witness, right? That's biblical, right? They need a witness. So they're not going to see a witness, aka me, doing this, and then they probably not going to come out and speak or do whatever it is that they do. So I appreciate y'all resubscribing. I just be trying to break as much truth as I possibly can. This whole Allison, Twitch, the kids situation's crazy, y'all. It's just messed up. Wow, even some of my words getting cut. This is crazy. See, they just be trying to do everything, y'all. So that's my cue. They messing with the stream like that. That's my cue. I'm getting out of here, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for hitting the like button. Definitely please hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button, especially on the way out, and share. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Like I said, I should have way more people here. But it is what it is. So I'm getting out of here, y'all. I will try to be back later. I don't know if my time and schedule warrants it. I also do have another channel. I have a gaming and tech channel. It's linked here. Y'all can see it on my channel list. But I have multiple content that I have to put out and do for both and stuff like that. It's a lot of time, a lot of commitment. You know, it is what it is. But somebody's got to do it. So I'm out, y'all. On that note, until I come back, stay tuned for thumbnails that pop up on my channel. Okay, if you haven't seen anything in a day, at least 2 days, something's wrong. So you might need to go back, resubscribe, unsubscribe. I release something either every day or at least within every 2 days. If it's every other day or something. So if you haven't seen something, you're like, okay, it's going on 2-3 days. Yeah, they messing with me again. It is what it is. All right, y'all. Until later, I will send you all away with love, with blessings,